today we're going to be chatting about this whole concept that women cannot handle the truth, okay? So in order to do this, I'm going to start off with a screenshot of a message exchange that I saw on social media. And the guy whose thread it was, he's apparently getting backlash for his response to this girl who had been pretty much like letting him know that she was on that. So we're going to start off by first showing you that screenshot. Okay, so I don't necessarily think he was wrong at all for how he vocalized his feelings about her. I don't think that he was rude. I think he really tried to keep it as cute as possible. However, what I don't understand how he blocked her, because if you notice, that was in the caption that he, after this happened or whatever, she got blocked. And if you say, oh, we can still be friends, but then you block somebody, I'm more so wondering, like, you know, if she continued to like try to read him and that's why he blocked her. But as a mature adult woman, I'm going to say that he was very clear and he was honest about, you know, where he was at. He even gave her, you know, I'm against giving whys. He gave her a why, you know. He said, your vibe is just not what I'm looking for, and I don't want to, you know, hurt your feelings. So I think he did the best job that he could, and it shouldn't have been received terribly. So my issue is when men say women can't handle the truth. What y'all are really saying, and in most of the situations in which this is stated, right? What you're usually saying is, I cannot handle, like not she, you cannot handle the truth of your actions because you can't handle those consequences. You know that those consequences are probably not going to be in your favor. So what a lot of men do when they lie, or I'm not going to say men, when people lie, it's because usually they are afraid of the consequences. They know that the consequences are not going to be in their favor. So what I just want to point out is a lot of y'all men, it's not that we can't handle the truth. Women can handle the truth just fine. You just want it to be handled in a way in which it still benefits you at her expense. So let's just be clear about that. Because what I typically see is, okay, man was honest. Woman was upset about whatever took place. Men, oh, that's why I don't say nothing. That's why, you know, I could have not told you. Bitch, you don't get a trophy for being honest. That's a moral. That's a value. And if you don't have honesty as a value, we don't need to be rocking. Because what I just can't seem to understand is, if you don't want people to have bad shit to say about you, don't do bad shit. Like, you knew that whatever action you were getting ready to do was not going to be received well by the other party. So, and you went ahead and you made the choice to do it anyway. So, sounds like that's a personal problem. Like, I think that women actually, we receive genuine honesty so well. We actually crave it. We crave the authenticity that a person can just tell you what it is. And something else I want to point out while I'm right here in this section is a lot of y'all like to confuse being honest with being mean. You can deliver an honest message to somebody with empathy, with sensitivity. You don't have to be rude or an asshole or a bitch. And I will say, the only excuse you have for being rude or an asshole or a bitch is when you've been honest politely, and then they want to come back and they want to like get all upset and not. So let me provide context before y'all think I'm contradicting myself. So in that situation, he was honest politely, and then if she had returned with a whole lot of bad energy, that would have been a right for him to let it out. Because I know what it's like, and I'm going to give another illustration of this later, which is why I told y'all before, if you haven't seen the Why Does It Matter video on my page, please go look at it. Because what I told you all is you can't push people to give you reasons why. A, because they can lie. B, because they really don't owe you it. And when you push, you may get an answer you don't want to hear. Okay? What's wrong about it is the fact that when you lie to somebody because you know that your truth is not going to turn out in a way that benefits you, you steal their choices. It's not fair. You essentially put them in a situation in which they are not fully knowledgeable of all the components. And it's not fair, okay? And what y'all don't seem, a lot of men don't seem to understand is half the time when you just honest about something, you may get a better reaction than you thought you would, especially if you know who you're dealing with. Like, that's very important, knowing whoever you getting ready to get this honest message to, knowing them. So I just don't understand how y'all want to tell us, oh, well, I cheated with your cousin, your best friend, and the girl Shanika from up the street, but I love you, don't leave me. And then when she leave you, you be like, well, damn, that's why I just need to not say shit. No, that's the wrong logic to have. Like, you telling me the truth does not absolve me of being able to get upset. That's why I think it's funny when people be like, I got something to tell you, but don't get mad. Like, bitch, how you gonna tell me how to feel? You can't tell me how to feel about something you getting ready to tell me because I don't know what it is yet. So the fact that you already throwing that out there, you already know something bad getting ready to come when somebody hit you with the I want to be honest, but don't get mad. Like, no, that's not how it works. And a lot of times honesty will be better for both parties, because essentially when you're not honest about certain shit, you leave a bad taste in the other person's mouth. So to give you an example, what I don't understand is, so I done talked, and this has happened to me 1 or 2 times, where I was getting to know a guy all of a sudden, whatever. I was getting to know him. We was chatting, and then he'll ghost, right? He'll ghost. And then like months later, come back around and talk about why they ghosted. So one guy was like, yeah, I felt bad because I could tell that you were looking for something that was more in-depth and consistent than what I could offer. So what men pretty much mean by that is, I was looking for a casual fuck buddy situation, and I could tell you wasn't on that, so I did. When, for me, when they did that, it was like real confusing. Like, shit was all good, and then all of a sudden motherfuckers was gone. And really, you could have just said that. You could have just said exactly that. We want different things. And I would have already knew what that meant. You know what I mean? So again, like, by them just ghosting, now I'm like, I don't have shit for you, because essentially you don't know how to just speak your mind and have a mature conversation with somebody. Like, another common example I see, you want to talk to a chick for 6 months, letting her cook for you, clean for you, suck the skin off your dick. You want to do all of this, and then 5-6 months later, you want to be like, when she finally asks, what are we doing? What is this? You want to be like, I'm not looking for a relationship. Baby, you should have said that out the gate. Like, that's a part of, not necessarily, you're not lying, but you aren't being forthcoming either. That's need to know information for a woman who is clearly putting out her best so that she could try and hook you. A chick ain't gonna do all of that if she ain't trying to get hooked, okay? So for you to withhold that information, it's unfair. Because, again, she's thinking she's probably putting towards effort towards something that's going to manifest into a commitment, and it's not, because you haven't vocalized that you clearly see that you all want different things. And that may just not be by her actions, but the things she's saying. Like, women aren't very subtle about that. So you knew and you didn't say anything. That's wrong. So now we're going to move into the second part of this video, where I show messages from someone I consider very near and dear to my heart. In the group chat circle, she's known as Mother, because when I tell you the juice that she has is impeccable. And honestly, we all should strive to be like Mother, okay? So Mother has provided me with 2 different sets of screenshots from conversations, and when I tell you, this shit is not made up, this shit is not a lie, and she has about 30,000 more of these in her vault. But we're going to focus on an instance in which she was providing the honesty, and there were men who couldn't take it. Couldn't fucking take it. So, you know, we're just gonna go ahead and get into this, and let me show you all what the fuck really be going on. Since women can't handle honesty, let me show you some men who can't handle some honesty. I find it so funny when men be trying to act like they not bothered, and you can tell that ass is bothered, okay? So in this first exchange, we see my good friend try to let this man know that whatever you've been doing, it isn't working for me anymore, and so I'm going to have to make some decisions as far as how we continue to have a situation or whatever. And he wasn't too happy about that. He wanted to know what was going on, and I'm sure up until that point she had been telling him what he was doing wrong. So that's what killed me, is we could give y'all the blueprint, tell y'all what y'all need to fix, and then y'all don't fix it, and then when we come out the gate one day like, yeah, so I'm over this, then it's like, oh well, what did I do, what happened? Bitch, I've been telling you what you've been doing for the last 6 months and gave you ample amount of time to get it together, and you didn't. So here we are. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and I'm going to show you the funniest shit I've seen in a very long time. This second set of messages, okay? Here we go. When I tell y'all, I cackled so damn hard when I read the messages. Because you know what he should have done? He should have just sat there and ate his food, okay? My good sis said that she was good. She was good. And what did he want to do? He wanted to keep prying. He wanted to keep poking at the problem. This is when I say that you have permission to read a motherfucker. Because when you try to keep it cute and be polite, now you don't hear me. You want to keep asking me why and furthering the issue when I try to keep it cute with you. I try to make this a clean ending, and you had to keep pushing it. So now you're gonna get the wrath. She gave his ass the wrath, okay? And when it comes to your manhood, you really shouldn't push. I'm just giving y'all that as a nice little life lesson. When it comes to your sex and your manhood, if she's already giving you the nice way of saying it and you want to keep going, you're not going to be prepared for what comes next. You're just not. So you should just take the L. Take the L. That be the issue. A lot of people just don't want to take their L. When you're honest and the shit doesn't benefit you and it doesn't work out the way you would have wanted to, take the L and keep it moving. Don't feel like that's a reason for you to have to keep saying that, oh, this is why women can't handle the truth and this is why I can't be honest. No, you can't be honest because you don't have any values or morals. So let's start there, ladies. But what I will say is, y'all cannot fuck up in the wrong way and then want men to be honest. So you can't be like, I want you to tell me if I'm gaining weight or how I look in this outfit. If you don't like when he tell you like, yeah, babe, you could, stand to maybe hit the gym, hit a push-up, a sit-up, a crunch, a plank, a bicep curl, a squat. You could stand to, have a salad every now and then, maybe a fruit bowl. And then when he says that, with sensitivity, okay, because that's the whole goal, is to deliver the honesty that could be potentially hurtful with sensitivity. So if he says it all nice and shit, and then you want to get all mad because you asked the man how you look or if you gaining weight, now you don't like the answer because he ain't lied. Okay then, so baby, put down the biscuit and get that ass on a treadmill. Okay, so that's just one example of how, if we're gonna ask for this honesty, we have to listen to it with open ears. Move your weave, open ears. You cannot expect, here we go, some train tracks. You cannot expect for him to feel comfortable sharing his innermost feelings if when he does, you're gonna fly off the handle about the shit. Okay, especially don't let you be the one who asks. It's different when the man volunteer information ain't nobody asks for. But if you ask and then you want to get mad when that man gives you a good nice speaking to, don't even bother. He gonna keep lying to your ass, and then you gonna look up and you're gonna be 30 pounds heavier, wondering why ain't nobody tell you was gaining weight. He tried. And something else people do often, where they misconstrue this whole women can't handle the truth, is, so the unfortunate part is men, they will stuff their emotions, right? They'll sit on top of them, they won't say shit about them, and they'll be feeling away until you piss them off at the wrong time, and then that straw break that camel back, and then he want to tell you everything he's hated about you for the last year and a half. Bitch, why you ain't say nothing before? Now you want to tell me how you don't like the fact that I leave my panties in the bathroom or that I hang my wig on your hat rack. Now you want to be honest when you could have said that back then, but now you want to wait till you all mad, and now I don't know where all this anger is coming from. Where is all this coming from? That's what women are going to pull, okay? Because you cannot expect for them to make changes or do anything if you aren't honest about what you have a problem with. I promise you, like, I've personally dealt with that, and the shit is so frustrating. Where it's like, baby, I could have, fixed some of this. I could have made things a little better for you if I had known you were truly bothered. But a closed mouth don't get fed. So, open, honest communication in relationships, okay? And again, honesty does not mean be mean, especially to your partner. You can't just be like, babe, you look like a busted can of biscuits in your clothes. Your ass is spreading. Like, that's a terrible way to say you're gaining a smidge of weight. Okay? So just think about being sensitive when you want to be honest with somebody. Think about is it that women cannot handle the truth, or is it that you cannot handle the truth of the consequences that are about to hit that ass when you have to tell her whatever the fuck it is you need to tell her, okay? So I hope you all enjoyed this. Understand that honesty truly is the best policy. And I just hope you all have a good rest of your afternoon, all right?